Hello, my name is Maria Miller from mathmammoth.com. In this video we're going to study adding integers. First of all, we want to start out with this model of counters. I think it is a very simple and nice model, makes it easy to understand. For example, here I would have 4 positives and 2 negatives that are being added. And so I will write an addition 4 plus negative 2. And then what happens here is that a positive-negative pair cancels, right? These two would cancel each other, and these two also, they become zeros. And so I am left with 2 positives. Over here, I am adding 3 negatives, and then over here 5 negatives. Now over here, nothing cancels, so I just have a lot of negatives, a big lump of negatives. I get negative 8, right? And over here, I have 5 negatives, and I add 1 positive to it. So this and this, they cancel each other, and I'm left with 4 negatives. Now what about if we have 2 integers that have a different sign? In other words, we are adding a negative and a positive integer. And here's a few examples. For example, this one, -5 plus 8. I could think of my number line jump here. I start at -5 and I jump 8 steps. So I come out to the positive side, won't I? I will get 3. Now what if I reverse the situation? I have -8 and +5. I can still think of the number line jump. I start at -8 and I jump 5 towards the 0, and so I end in -3. Here, let me think of the counters. 10 and -6. 10 positive counters, 6 negative counters. So there's more positives, right? So the positive side will win, but there's going to be 6 negative positive pairs that will cancel each other. And so I will only have 4 positives left. Over here it is just the opposite. I have 10 negatives and 6 positives, so I will have -4 as my result. And here's a little summary or rule that you can use anytime you're adding a negative and a positive integer, no matter what kind of numbers you have. For example, if you have -518 plus 828, you actually subtract the absolute values. By that I mean, for example, here I had 10 and 6. I subtract 10 and 6 and I get 4, right? And over here too, 6 and 10, I subtract 10 and 6 and I get 4. But then I have to figure out whether my answer will be positive or negative. I have to figure out which side will win. Did I have more positives or more negatives to start with? Whichever was more, that side wins, and that sign I have to put there, either negative or positive. Okay. And that is a fairly simple idea to understand thinking back to the model of these counters. But this is the idea you need to use if you had more difficult numbers, such as if you had something like that, -52 plus 84. Okay, that's an addition. I can see the positive side will win, but by how much? By how much will the positives win over the negatives? That I find out by subtracting the absolute values, or the plain numbers. 84 minus 52 would be 32, right? And it was the positive side 1, so to speak. Let me change that one too. Let's say I have 36 plus minus 97. Okay, in this addition I can see there's more negatives. So the negative side will win. But by how much? And that I will find by subtracting the plain numbers, the absolute values. 97 minus 36 would be 61. Okay, so the negative side wins by 61 points, so to speak. Okay, well done, and I hope this was helpful.